Hello, this is Icewind Dale Enhanced Edition and this video is fully scripted. This is my first attempt at a fully scripted video, so let's see how it goes. We are going to cover the highlights of this playthrough, which is on Heart of Fury, by the way, the hardest difficulty in the game. Last time our party survived an avalanche and went through Kaldahar Pass, and now we are in Kaldahar. Trophy-wise, we have only 4 still to go, so let's get on it. After usual shopping, killing yetis and talking to a few people, we go to solve the mystery of the local inn, and then we speed talk to Arundel about balance, trees and disturbances.
Leveling. Oh, what did I... These all point to...
He tells us to go to the Vale of Shadows, but before this happens, we quickly visit Garrick and help him with his headache. Vale of Shadows goes as you may expect. We explore every crypt, making sure to detect and disarm traps when possible. At this stage our party is doing quite well with a little bit of buffing and singing from our party scout. Onion is our primary tank and damage dealer considering her high levels. We do not rely on summons a lot yet, but this will change rather quickly. With almost all crypts and caverns explored, gnomish tools returned and few more levels for our new party members, we bravely go into Kreselak's tomb. Here we start to use summons more frequently, with Onion doing big damage and Sailor Twift, our scout, singing for the better hits. Killing Mythos goes with no problems and we continue our way through the tomb. Previous playthrough helps with remembering where the traps are, however we do not shy from reloading a quick save when needed. Level 2 of the tomb is not easy, so a second try was needed, especially since our party members can die this time around. We mop up what's left on level 2 and proceed to level 3. With the help of Umber Hulks and Earth Elemental, we make our way to the second to last chamber. We get our Spider and Minotaur to bridge the room for us, while we frag them with a nice AoE spell for big damage. Since there's a spellcaster there, we stay out of danger and out of the yellow cloud of stinky gas. Then we mop up what's left and go to talk to Kreselak. Usual spiel here, he asks us to kill the priestess and only then he will tell us, and not really tell us, why Kaldahar has problems. So we leave his tomb, then we go and kill the priestess, and then we make our way back to report on what happened. And in return, Kreselak basically says, I don't know who's the source of the problems, but for sure it's not me. Take the items from my sarcophagus and have a great day. So we are back to Kaldahar, shopping, resting and a brunch with Arundel. Now next step, Temple of the Forgotten God. Here we open with summons and split the team in 2 to make the exploration more efficient. Since other party members are still young level-wise, we keep them in the back while we push with summons on one side and Onion with a small support force on the other side. At the moment most party members are not a big help, but of course it has to do with the fact that they are kinda low level. And also one important thing to note is that there is not enough experience points in the game for our current party setup to bring everybody to the maximum level. In retrospect, it may be ideal to get the party to run a normal difficulty playthrough or get another quick story mode playthrough with setting up your team for auto attacks and running them through the game. Don't get me wrong, it is still possible to finish the game with our current party composition and with the current levels, however higher levels would make things way easier. Also, I think it's possible to finish Heart of Fury playthrough with Onion alone. This would be quite difficult, but still very possible. In the last room or cave of Forgotten Temple, We find the snake juice, which we promptly take to Arundel. After talking to Arundel, we get enough XP to level our fighters to level 9, where if you invested all the points you had in one weapon specialization, should allow you to get Grand Mastery. For Grand Master trophy to work, make sure, as with Godlike trophy, to move your fighter to the top of the party to be a leader for a moment. Otherwise, you may not get the achievements. Once you do it, level them up, spend 1 proficiency point in weapon specialization, and voila, another trophy done. Then, next steps. This time, Dragon's Eye. Dragon's Eye is a lengthy dungeon, so we're just going to skim through it. What's going on over here is snake people, which are called lizardmen, are running a restaurant with human-based cuisine. That's why Kaldahar folks are disappearing. So, valiant heroes that we are, we kill the snake people and we save the town folks. We get rid of Lizard King by dropping summons on him and then triggering the fight. Then, next level, more snake people plus trolls. This time we made sure to bring fire weapon. I was thinking that cultist may be a little bit of the problem, so a little preparation was in order. In the end, it went well and we cleared the room. The beetles were a little bit of a pain, but still manageable with summons and a little bit of a range attacks. Next level. This is where the Necromancer has his home. This was a little bit of a crawl. We mainly use summons and Onion and her simulacrum to deal damage. The Necromancer, who's the boss of this level, we approach by scouting on the left side of the second half of this map. We take Onion's simulacrum and nuke enemies that gather around it. At the same time, in the south, we make a wall out of summons and we nuke them too, as well as the main chamber with the boss and his adds. Then just to mop up and go to level 3. Here we uncover the cultists for what they are and proceed to kill them all. Snakes in the last chamber go down quickly, but the casters from the adjacent room prove to be harder to deal with, mainly due to the feeble-minded status that they apply on our guys. Still, with a little bit of time, effort and some summons, we overcome this obstacle as well. On the next level, we use mainly summons to deal with the snake people who are more snaky than the previous lizards. Also, the little girl demon is our target here, as she has this Hearthstone gem that we are looking for. We use Wall of Summons with Skald singing and Clerics buffing to make our way to the end of this map. We kill the last boss of Dragon's Eye, then someone kills Arundel, and we need to go to Severed Hand. The strategy that we use for Severed Hand will carry us through the remainder of the game. So, we start by entering every new room with our party under invisibility spell. Then we summon creatures or elementals and let them do the work with the help from Onion. Since this will be our main strategy for the fights going forward, let's just cover the main points from the playthrough from now on. So, in Severed Hand, we collect all the parts to fix the big machine, then we speak with Laurel.
Fools! Can you not deserve? You have returned.
And then we get teleported to Dorn's Deep. We help the guy find the thing.
Yep.
And then we go where drows are. We kill them, then we help Red Wizard and collect our first badge. Then we solve the puzzle and go further underground. Next we kill the Lich, which was a rather unpleasant experience, and then we go to Worm's Tooth. We kill everything on this map and then we make sure that we go to Broken Bridge to get the pop-up message, and then we go and help the people captured by the frost salamanders. Then we kill giants, we kill worms and yetis and free more people. After this is done, we go to Lower Dorn's Deep. Over there we clear the map, we clear the tower, clear the palace, and then we get to the underground city of gnomes. Next is Fallen Temple, Artisan District, and the mansion with the mage at the end. Fire salamanders go down quick, same as the elementals in the next room. We have to do a little bit of creative thinking to kill the fire giants and the maiden Ilmadia with her two priest mages friends. We get the badge from her and then we can move on with our lives. After that we get back to Kaldahar and we move to Heart of Winter DLC. The DLC is quite straightforward, there is not much to mention. However, one thing that I want to say is that at this point in time the summons start to drop off by quite a bit, and using the tactic was not the quickest. However, it still worked in most places. On our way to talk with the seer, we get Blade of Einhonen reforged, which gives us the Singing Blade achievement. Trials of Lure Master was the worst to finish and took quite a long time. Especially worth mentioning is the fight with Rakshas. Oh my god, it was a pain. I don't know how many spells they have, but it's way too many. Somewhere in the castle dungeons, Yvette reached level 30 with the druid class. We moved her to be the leader of the party and then leveled her to level 30 to get Epic Priest Trophy. One more trophy to go. After killing the Lure Master, we go back to Heart of Winter DLC, and the last boss, the dragon, went down quite quick. And finally, the final boss of the main game. So this fight is hard on the Heart of Fury difficulty, however, kiting over here works wonders. There's a big circle in the middle of the room where the traps are. So just run outside and kite the bad guys around. At the beginning of the fight I used speed oils on all the party members and then took Onion with the longsword against demons to take out one of the Cornugons? I kept the giants busy with the shambling mounts. By the way, it's a great summon from the druid, great for tanking, amazing, used it a lot. Then it was just a simple matter of taking out the enemies while having our guys buffed with stone skin, that's for mages, and iron skins for ranger and druid. And with Belivet dead, we finally get the last trophy, Master Tactician. And we officially 100% the game. So overall it has been a great experience. I think I learned a lot. It gave me an immense pleasure to finish the game with all the trophies. I hope this will encourage you to try the game and finish it. Story mode is fun if you don't want to go with the higher difficulties, but remember to play the game the way you like it. This is going to be all for today. Next up is Neo. Thanks very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Take care and I will see you in the next one.